So it seems like nobody else wants to say anything. So I'm going to ask everybody to close their eyes and drop their chin down to their. What? Oh, good. I was going to recite the lyrics to Aaron's favorite song from the '60s, which is "Roll Another One Just Like the Other One." That's a joke, actually. The famous Toby Dart.
That's terrible. I also met Aaron in elementary school. Played basketball with him. Ran the streets with him. Rode bicycles with him. We got tons of stories. Mike Barbosa can go ahead and tell his fake stories about fake IDs and all that such. But the one thing that I carry with me about Aaron, and if any of you, I mean, you all knew him, so it's something that you guys all understand, is he was just such a giving guy. He always wanted everybody else to have a good time. Just everybody was going to have a good time when they were around Aaron. Whatever it was that they wanted to do, whatever it was that made them happy or have a good time, whether it was going to a sporting event. I remember New Year's Eve or New Year's Day one year, I might have been 23, 22 at the time, and I had stayed out all night somewhere, and I get to my mom's house and I'm looking for my brother, and my brother's gone. I said, where'd Josh go? And she said, oh, Aaron called. He just so happened to have a spare ticket to the Rose Bowl. So he called and he was looking for you, but since you weren't here, Josh answered the phone and Josh went to the Rose Bowl with Aaron for free. And you guys, and that just was Aaron really in a nutshell. If he had something, he was going to share it with you. If he was going to have a good time, he's going to bring you along just so that you could experience it. I was very fortunate to have known and loved Aaron, and I was also very fortunate for Aaron to have known and loved me. He will always be one of those people in my heart that, like I said, he just wanted to share a good time, and he wanted to see people have a good time. Like he really enjoyed that. I got to go to Hawaii with Aaron. Hey, you want to go to Hawaii? Sure, let's go. My dad's going, and so you can come along with us if you'd like. The stories like that, everybody here has them. They're endless with that guy. It was constant, and then he just always exuded that. Let's have a good time. Whatever it is you want to do, we'll figure it out. We'll have fun. We'll go to games. We'll smoke a joint. We'll do whatever it is that you want to do. But we're just going to have a good time while we do it. I love him. I love you, buddy. I miss you, buddy. And have fun wherever you're at, man. Just do it. Do the damn thing. Just keep on doing it, because we love you, and we miss you, and we always will. That's all I have to say.
On the Friday that Aaron passed, we were in the hospital, and I went down the corridor to take a piss, and I came back, and there was Toby Dart in the room, and I said, wait, I know you. Yeah, really. And it was like a dream. It was I don't know, This whole experience has been sort of hallucinogenic a lot. But anybody else want the stick?
Excuse me. Everyone has their own experience with this is just it. Aaron treated me with the most respect that I could ever imagine from any of my friends. Everyone thought of me as a cut up, as a guy who was just a jokester. Aaron saw through that. He saw me as the person who I really am. He treated me with respect. He believed in me. He pumped me up. When I was a young man, he came and visited me when he was in San Francisco State. He came and visited me up in the Walnut Creek where I was living. Came out, played basketball with me. There was an innate understanding between the two of us. His soul was so good and clean and just pure. It's not right. I'm sorry.
Keep on, Jess. You can do it.
Just so much respect.
Here's my old dear friend Jan.
Hello, I'm Jan Monroe. I'm friends in order, chronological order, with Tony Devereaux, whom I met in '74 in Berkeley. Then with Steve, whom I met, I think, 1980. Then with Jenny and Aaron, whom I met at the same time as I met Steve in about 1980, 81, I guess. And then Carolyn, who, as it turns out, has been friends of my family's in Washington, D.C., a cousin of mine since she was a child. So I feel like I've known everybody for a long, long time. And I've known Aaron since, I guess he was probably about 4 or 5. And I lived down on Washington Boulevard in Los Angeles, which was pretty rugged back in those days. Washington House, and for amusement, we just kind of climb up. It was in a warehouse, and we climb up on the roof and watch the kind of like street fights that were going on and stuff like that. And one time, Steve and the kids came over, and Tony came over because we were all going to go out to lunch. And we were up on the roof, and Aaron's kind of looking over, watching what's going on. It's like, wow, life. This is reality. There are a lot, but over the years I would meet him about every 4 years, and I remember he would be a little bit more of a child, a little bit more of a man. When he was 8, he would kind of be curious about things, and we wouldn't talk a lot, but we would talk a little bit, and he would always respond, and he would always respond with curiosity and with respect to somebody he didn't really know that well. Then you'd bump into him, and he was about 17 and all knows, like 17-year-old tend to be, and he would be, asked a lot of funny questions, but he would always pay attention, and we'd kind of talk a little bit. And one time, I think he was in his 20s when he was doing film editing at that time. And I said, well, how's it going? He said, oh, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. I dropped out of college. I did this, I did that. Nothing's turning out. I said, don't worry about it. Einstein, how much did he fuck up before he became a genius? Don't worry about it. And about 5 or 6 years later, we bumped into each other again, and I don't remember the context, and I was kind of complaining about my life. He says, don't worry about it. Einstein fucked up how many times, and he was a genius. So I said, thanks, Aaron. Thanks a lot. There are a lot of things in this world that don't make any sense to me at all. This really, really, really makes no sense to me at all. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible, awful thing. I understand death is part of it for all of us, but this one isn't right. It just ain't right. And I think all of us feel that, and it's too bad. And I hope that his spirit will live on in those he left behind and those of us who are here now. So thank you.